Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3 here today on the channel. We're back as the highly requested Rhaegar Targaryen, the War of the Usurper scenario. We're playing as Rhaegar, which is advanced. We're not going to play as Aerys. If we play as Rhaegar, there is some unique decisions and tree as well. So we're going to be playing as him. We've got my wife, Prince Ilya, and my lover, Lyanna Stark, who could be my wife if you believe that the marriage got annulled. But regardless, let's get stuck into playing as Rhaegar Targaryen. Alrighty, welcome to the campaign map, playing as Rhaegar. So, let's have a quick look at our decision tree. So we can petition the king. The aftermath of Harrenhal. You will send ravens to important houses of the realm that remain loyal to the crown and ask them to commence for a war council. So this, I believe, is the decision and quest line for the secret council to depose the Mad King and elect a new ruler. Maybe Rhaegar could be chosen. I think that's the theory and the plot, that before Rhaegar was killed at the Trident by Robert Baratheon, there was a thought that he was potentially going to get rid of his father. I'm sure he loved him in a certain way, but he was absolutely mad. So, we're currently diligent, calm, inquisitive, brave. We're an intellectual, intelligent, beautiful, melancholy, okay. And we have a son, Aegon, the real Aegon, not Fagon. And then we have Rhaenys, who looks more like her Dornish mother, Ilya of House Martell. Let's go into the barber shop just to have a quick little look at old Rhaegar with his ruby breastplate and armor. Very, very cool. Alright, and then Viserys is currently 6, the Beggar King, and Daenerys isn't born just yet because she's born on Dragonstone. And then we've got the Lyanna Stark decision too. So whether or not we actually marry her, we'll see. Okay, so wars we can declare. So we could actually straight up just plot against my father. We could just do a scheme, because there are so many people that don't like the king. So there's always that as an option. We also could just straight up war him. I wouldn't be surprised if a fair few houses in Westeros actually would support me. So let's choose a paragon. So do we actually believe in faith, High Valyrian Faith of the Seven? Okay, yeah, so I guess after like Maegor, we believe in that. Alright, so 22 diplomacy, okay. 11 martial, 16 stewardship, 25 learning, 34 prowess. Should we go with fertility? We're trying to heal the realm. So maybe with like the maiden, attractive, no, minus the fertility, we probably don't need it. The stranger, we'll be able to get schemes up. I think going with, we are going to need, the thing is if we're going to be fighting Robert and surviving, we might need that. Maybe I go with the mother. Get the minus martial, get the fertility up. Alright, and then choose a lifestyle. Let's go with learning and continue down here, because I believe we're sort of reading the old marriage rights of old Valyria and going all the way back to bringing back Valyrian Targaryen supremacy. So let's go with scholarship focus. Council-wise, Ilya is my lady and wife. My Castellan, do I just go... I never know with the Hand of the King in Game of Thrones. Should it be by rank? Should it be by power? Or should it be by relevance? We could give it to Adrian Celtigar, the Red Crab. That's probably not a bad idea. So maybe we reassign him. Who is my steward? So 10 is the max, it's fine. The thing is, this isn't going to matter too much if we actually take the Iron Throne. Maester Brandon has our stewardship. Sure, let's sign him. Let's go with Richard Lonmouth. Bring him in. Probably need a new... I guess we'll leave our spy. And then Richard Lonmouth is there. Oh, okay, so he's been put up there. It's fine. Let's go with John Lon of House Bar Emmon, I think. And we'll assign Vagon of Gaiman's Tower. Okay, I'm all happy with this. We have 5,000 knights at our disposal. That's because we're in Dragonstone. Is there anything else we can do here? Develop the capital, set a personal coat of arms. escape to Summerhall. Maybe we can go down that sort of stuff in the far future. But here is Dragonstone, where we sit. I suppose we can add some of the Targaryen banners now in the painted table and whatnot. What's in our inventory too? I suppose we allow someone to help us out here. Alright, so we've got Rhaegar's armor, 5 prowess, prestige, attractiveness, and dynasty. We've got our sword. We don't have a Valyrian steel sword. We might be able to commission some other artifacts soon at some point. Alright, well, let's send off those ravens, and we'll see how the other lords in Westeros have to say. Now, we don't want to go too far ahead, because we want to be able to read some of the decisions. Maybe we'll go slightly. Okay, we've entered into a regency, so we've got the War of the Usurper, Mace Tyrell, Doran Martell are supporting us, along with... I'm sure we can have a look at all the other houses. Connington, Darry, while Ned Stark, Jon Arryn, and I believe Hoster Tully are supporting Robert Baratheon. Okay, the aftermath of Harrenhal. The ravens were sent, and now I stand before a room full of my father's vassals, contemplating the dire situation I'm in, to depose a king. Not just a king, but my father. It seems unimaginable. And yet, before me are those who might just be loyal enough to join my cause. It's now or never. Do I propose that we remove King Aerys II from the throne? So I can straight up, we must focus on the war at hand. We can abandon the plot, or the rule of King Aerys II must come to an end. You begin to explain your plans to those seated before you, knowing not which of these vassals will join your side, or betray you to the Mad King himself. My lords, seat Prince Rhaegar on the throne, and you'll be a just and kind ruler. So, let's do that. The aftermath at Harrenhal. The time has come. The plot has been discussed, and now I stand before my councillors waiting their reply. My eyes dart back and forth around the room. Many loyal vassals sit before me. Who will join me to put an end to my father's reign? The Mad King. The question lands like a scorpion bolt on Rhaegar the Dragon, taking all the air from the room. But soon, those around me begin to speak up. Soon, a chorus of support rings out, and yet some remain silent. And so my dance with the deranged dragon begins. Which councillors will join your plot? An abundance. So let's do that. And now, the abduction of King Aerys has now come up. So if I go accept, so let's go with acceptance, and we'll try and get a bunch of... Maybe go contribution. Oh, okay. So we might be able to get Jaime involved. He can be convinced. Well, do I send a payment to Jaime? Yeah, and then he's going to be able to be brought in. Barristan Selmy will join. What else is up there with acceptance? Because we want to go by contribution, but also acceptance too. So, Lord John Con. He loves me, so let's bring him in. And then we've got Varys. So maybe we do that too, bring him in. Okay, so let's get this scheme well and truly underway. Secrecy. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get this done before the war breaks out. Alright. I've been nicknamed the Beautiful. My husband, have you heard what they call you? My wife Elia says, before she gets her head caved in. They call you Prince Rhaegar the Beautiful. Spectacular. I can get used to that. Okay, so my court grandeur has now gone up. We can make an alliance with him. So we're just waiting for more keys to pop up. I might just go auto join. Okay. A man in charge of cleaning the clothes of King Aerys is brought before me. No one will notice he's tampering. So we can gain 2 keys. And we lose 50 gold. I want you to grind Rose hips, really. Okay, what? I don't know. A fellow swordsman. Sure. That's just John Con. Alright. Should I duel my friend? I have no interest in dueling. John Con. Is that a euphemism? In the stables? Okay, we're sitting at a 25% chance here. Oh, here we go. To the brash Rhaegar! Bastard! Your crimes against me are reprehensible. Meet me in single combat, on the trident, and let battle judge our differences. So he sits at 60, and I sit at 34, so I'm going to decline that. So, listen, Robert, just like relax real quick, because we might be able to depose the Mad King if my plot works. Oh, okay, hang on a minute. So, there's a fair few things happening here. So, Robert's rebellion has broken out, and at this point... Wait, at this pointless war... Wait, hang on. Whoa, hey, what's happened to Robert? Robert's rebellion has been broken, and this pointless war at last is over. But I cannot rest. Lyanna remains where I left her, far south in Dawn, away from the fighting. I must go and see if she's well. I must see if the prophecies have been fulfilled. I travel south to the Red Mountains, to the Tower of Joy. The Tower of Joy stands tall among the Red Mountains, a symbol of hope amidst a landscape of desolation. The realm has bled deeply, but this war will be a trifling skirmish compared to what I fear comes next. But in Lyanna, there is hope in our child. There is a fire to burn against the coming ice. Lyanna awaits. Oh no! Lyanna cries. Carry me up the stairs. Her pain a spurn in my soul. I reach the top, enter the room, the smell of blood and roses. There's blood everywhere. And there's a child. God saves me. There's a child in her arms. And it's dead. No! Jon Snow enters the chat. Jon Snow leaves. Gently, I take the babe from her arms. A rose petal slips from her palm, dead. Rest in peace, Lyanna. So after all that, Lyanna Stark is dead. Continue to go further on the job. Alright, so it looks like Robert's rebellion is over. What happened to Robert? He got sent back to Storm's End. The rebellion is over. What's Hoster doing? Oh, yikes. Okay, hang on. So Catelyn Tully died? Oh my god, okay. Same with Hoster. So, what happened to Edmure? Oh my god, House Tully's just been taken out. Edmure! What the heck? And Rob just sits in Riverrun. John Arryn. Robert Arryn isn't born. Ned's up in the north, I guess. Yeah, Ned. With only Rob. Tywin's dead. What happened to Mace? Mace is alive. Robert's still alive. Doran's still down in Dawn. Yeah, right. And we're still trying to depose the Mad King, right? Maybe I just need to wait a little bit longer. Because that's only 20. 24. We might be able to get to 90%. So if I was to do this, it's only a 43%. And it's an abduction too. Yeah. And then I guess we can send him to the wall, maybe? Largely depends. I can't believe how hard done by House Tully were in that, to be honest. Alright, so I do think it was smart not to meet him on the Trident. So Sir Arthur Dayne, the Sword of the Morning, is still alive. We can negotiate an alliance with Prince Viserys. So, yes. Let's bring in a local bird trainer. he was dismissed anyway. But we are getting mighty close. Okay, so it's clear that my friend Lord John Conn is sincerely putting all his effort into the scheme, even sleepless nights. I guess we just allow him to gain stress. Okay. A traveling bard, sure. Okay, so a 95% chance here now we can do with this scheme. My cousin. Alright, so let's execute the scheme. With my guests coming and going freely in the Red Keep, King Aerys is within reach. So, 70% chance I'm discovered, 95% chance. Let's try and do it. Yep. And we've managed to put King Aerys on house arrest. He is now imprisoned. So now we've got a decision to make on what to do with the king, I suppose. He is under house arrest with my mother and aunt, Rhaegar the Golden Dragon. Okay, let's deal with Aerys. So, yeah, we're definitely in line. So, let's negotiate his release. We can straight up banish him. He won't accept. Lord John Jantos is Lord Commander on the wall. Really? Of House Corgar? Jorah Mormont isn't up there? Okay. Oh, God. Why won't it let me banish him? Do I have to take him out myself? People are going to hate me for this. And we're going to gain the Kinslayer. Well, look, you know what? I was nearly better off to do it in a secret plot. Instead of flying ravens and then... Well, I guess more people came in. I guess you could do a secret plot to take him out behind his back. But, well, unfortunately, Father, you're mad. The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword. And in your capacity as king on the Iron Throne, you'll be now assisted by a Grand Maester. Good. And now we've just inherited all this. Who's Gendry? Oh, poor Gendry. Why is he chained up? Look at that. This is Gendry, this must be, yeah, one of Robert's kids. Yeah, right, okay. Okay, so that's all done now. We've just... Christ, just cooked our game a bit. Alright, so... We'll look to try and get coronated as quickly as possible. Reclaim King's Landing. King Rhaegar sits upon the Iron Throne. Aegon is his heir, married to Rhaenys. And we could commission a new crown. But Rhaegar now sits the Iron Throne. So what have we got? With the High Lordship of Winterfell. Oh, okay. So why is this gone like that? I guess it's split stuff. Alright, we sit the Iron Throne now, though. Okay, so the coronation is here. Let's do it at King's Landing. We need 460. Alright, so what we'll do then is we'll quickly have a chat to the Iron Bank. The new king. Following the tragic and unfortunate death of my father, who was taken out by me, I am led now to become the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. So we're above the vassal. You have 15. Why is this over? Oh no, it's good now. It was just loading. And we've got to reappoint the small council too. So, which is going to be interesting. So who have we got? We've got the Kingsguard too. So I suppose we bring in John Arryn. He can be the hand of the king. Let's go with Brendan Nightsong can be our Master of Law. We could go with Doran Martell. He did help me. Let's go with Doran Martell to be our Master of Coin. Willem Darry could be our Master of Arms. I could actually go with Robert. He does really despise me, though. Maybe we're better off bringing in a Massey. Or maybe Quellan Greyjoy, maybe. Because you want to have a mixture of lords that are high quality and then powerful lords, too. Maybe we bring in Quellan Greyjoy. And Varys is our Master of Whisperers, that's fine. And let's bring in... Well, actually, maybe Quellan should have been Master of Ships, actually. Yeah, we'll make Quellan our Master of Ships, that's more applicable. And we'll make Madrick Massey our Master of Arms. We've got the High Sept in here too. So then we look to try and get rid of Robert. So what's happening with the Seven Kingdoms now? So Jon Arryn sits in the Vale. He's had a daughter. Not with the Tullys, because House Tully has just been kind of wiped out for some reason. Because at the moment... So it could go to Benjen and Eddard Stark. The Riverlands, along with a Royce. Interesting. So down in... the Stormlands. Oh wait, it's sworn... It's broken all the titles. Yeah, right, okay. So Robert is Lord of Storm's End. And then House Estamont. Well, maybe we look to get rid of Robert. Do a scheme behind his back, because he should basically be imprisoned for rebelling. We'll get Jaime. We'll just try and get whoever we can in on this scheme of Ares, and we'll try and get rid of him. So Arthur Dane's keen for this. Oh my god. And then we'll try and depose Robert. Because where is... So Stannis, Renly, Cassana Baratheon. Stannis married a Wormwood. That's kind of cool. Alright, down in the Reach. How did she die? Oh, okay. So, Willis, Garland, Loras, Marjorie. Lorcas? Is that meant to be Loras? And then we've got the red wine line. So what's going on here in the Westerlands? So Tyrion sits... And then Lancel and Kevin's children. So there were some consequences, but not for the main people that rebelled. Ned and John. I don't know how they escaped with it, to be honest, but so be it. Okay. So we're going to wait for the Iron Bank to give us that a hundo, and then what we'll do, we'll request our coronation. Lord Ronnet of House Mortigan is going to come and bend the knee. Okay, so where's our coronation activity? There it is. Right, let's go back again and plan our coronation. Let's go with an officiant. Let's select the High Scepter and start the coronation of what would be Rhaegar the First Targaryen. Selecting a crown. The Crown of Anvil, the Crown of the Unworthy, the Crown of the First Son. I think we'll go with that one. That looks like Maegor's crown. Because we did get a bunch of stuff, didn't we? There's no Crown of the Conqueror, is there? No other weapons and stuff we have at our disposal, no. The coronation begins. The day has finally come for me to be formally crowned king. All steps of the coronation are important, so it begins. So, my mother, the Dowager Queen, probably needs to get married off to... How old is she? 41. Could marry her to Viserys. I don't know if that's applicable. Where is he? No, I don't know where he is. Why can we not... Did the Greyjoy go? Or maybe we put Robert as our master of ships. For now. Even though we're probably going to get rid of him. Okay, so... Well, maybe we try and get rid of Bobby at the coronation. Is that a little bit too on the nose? No. Maybe we just go with recreation then. It's fine. Alright. Let's continue the coronation. Still getting close to getting rid of Bobby B, though. Let the 7 who bear witness. I've been crowned king. Now I must prove myself. Rhaegar Targaryen has been coronated and will sit the Iron Throne. John Aaron looks like he's going to come bend the knee. I'm usually used to saying John Con. Arthur Dane. We don't want him to get too sloshed. Dirk, I don't know who this is. Irrelevant. We'll try and continue our relationship with Doran of House Martell. Okay. And who's this? Lewin the White Son. Son of Morris. How is he related to Doran? Oh, okay. So he's Doran Martell's uncle. Who sits on the King's Guard. So he's my uncle-in-law. Interesting. Okay, cool. Who else sits on the King's Guard? I didn't check that before. So, Gerald the White Bull Hightower. Sir Lewin, who has a spear. Barristan Selmy, who's 50. Jonathan Darry, who managed to sneak out Daenerys from Dragonstone. Also Went, Arthur Dane, and then Sir Jaime Lannister. Alright. Did this reset, did it? Oh no, this is the diplomacy one. There we go, opinion. And then continue down this. We're going to become a theologian, apparently. Alright, we got another perk here. Wait, this is in intrigue. Yeah, right, okay. Fertility. Alright, let's do this scheme against Bobby B. And try and get rid of him. We're going to send in Ossel Went. See if it works. Yep. Bobby B is no more. Taken out. So, I think it's been known. Okay. So, maybe the other lords won't like me that much. So, Emmon has now taken Storm's End. So, if we go... So I want to know just other people's general opinion. Okay, so John Aaron doesn't mind me. Tyrion's meh. Rob, who probably looks more Tully now, sits in River Run. Ned. Oh yeah, I can't believe Catelyn got taken out. Maybe because the River Lords were just like there. They just got taken out. Mace is fine. Same with Doran. Yeah, okay. So if I just go... Yeah, Robert. So let's have a look. Where's Stannis and everyone? Oh, Renly died. How did he die? Oh, he just disappeared. He's like, I'm getting out of here. Maya Stone is 6, Kasana. And then Stannis is, I don't know, walkabout, I guess. Can't invite him to court. Interesting. Or is the coronation technically not finished? I thought it was. Thank you for all coming. Yep. Concluded. So now, officially, I sit on the Iron Throne. Okay. Let's appoint someone here. Fine journal. Rhaegar's armor, Rhaegar's sword. Alright, and then we can now sit upon the Iron Throne properly. Nice! Okay, Iron Throne. We have another seat, though. Let's put the dragon skulls about. The ones we have access to. Can we put some of the big ones up? So what do we got? A Balerion. Sure. Let's go with Rhaegar, I think. What else can we put up? Targaryen banner. Sure. dripped out on the side. And can I zoom in on Rhaegar? Yeah, there he is, and he's caught. Elia sits beside. Jon Snow hasn't been born. And we've got the Kingsguard, Darry, Varys, Ossel Went, the assassin of Robert Baratheon. And let's... Whoops, I want to go with appearance. Where's Rhaegar's stuff? Rhaegar's armor. Maybe we just go with the armor. Even though he's meant to be in comfortable attire. Alright, so House Targaryen has 6 living members now. So Maester Aemon, what is he now? 89. He's still so old. Up north. And we've still got Viserys to get married off. He might not be as mad or as rash. Potentially. In this alternative timeline, Daenerys was never born after I betrayed the Mad King. My wife, Elia Martell, and I have 2 children. They are betrothed too. So, the 7 Kingdoms is under our control. We managed to give rise to House Estamont in the Stormlands, getting rid of the Baratheons. Doran sits down in Dorne. Mace Tyrell in the Reach. Over in the Westerlands, Tyrion sits. And in the the Riverlands, we have Robb Stark ruling from Riverrun. The Mad King got rid of a bunch of Tullys for whatever reason. So the only Tullys that are left is Robb, who looks like more of a Tully. I suppose that's quite fitting. Balon sits in the Iron Islands. Jon Arryn sits over in the Vale. And then we've got Eddard Stark in the north. We could deal with those traitors too still, who went against the king. Okay, so Bobby B is no more. So Harbert Baratheon 73. So Stannis is still alive. Renly died. Edric Storm and Maya of Florent. But Maya isn't. Oh, Edric Florent? Okay. So why is he of House Florent? I guess they recognized him. Anyway, so Aemond Estamont and Lomas currently rule the Stormlands. So very much like the Tyrells, rising them after the Gardeners, we're going to give House Turtle the rise. We could marry into them. Okay, and then in the north, do I strip it? So how does it go? It actually goes House Royce. Interesting. Because Laura has a Stark grandmother? I didn't even know that. Because I have seen House Waynwood get the north too. Oh, interesting. So there's like Stark Waynwoods. Wait, Morton Waynwood is like in line to the throne? Really? Well, maybe I do give it... Maybe I do strip the Starks and give it to the Karstarks instead. Because we've still got all those titles from when we won that war. Because they weren't overly supportive in my claim, my plot. So maybe we give the Karstarks. Because I would rather not give it to the Boltons. Karstark's having like a loose claim to Winterfell. What was it? Carlin Stark left and created his own cadet branch in the Far East. So... I think that's what we do. The Baratheons are no more. Same with the Starks. And we'll allow Rhaegar Karstark to be Lord in the North in this alternative timeline. And then I guess we try and just get rid of Jon Arryn, who has had a daughter, and then give it to the Waynwoods or something. Elevate Estamont, Waynwood, Karstark as the noble houses now under Rhaegar. Because Baratheon, Starks, and... Arryns can't really be trusted, so maybe we plot to go against Jon Arryn now. And we leave Robb being the successor of House Tully, I suppose. And let's try and get these guys to help us in this plot. Varys. And then I guess we have to watch out for Aegon or a Blackfyre rocking up. And then let's just hope that everyone else stays loyal and doesn't rebel against the new king, Rhaegar Targaryen. Hopefully we can have some sons too. So maybe we go out and build some pilgrim roads. We've got a debt to the Iron Bank, so let's go and pay that off. So we're playing through King Rhaegar's reign and his tax policy, I suppose. We could escape to Summerhall. Build the Dune Road. Okay, so maybe if we go to Summerhall, I think we can actually find dragon eggs. So maybe we do that, try and become a dragon riding house again. That would definitely solidify our claim. Anything else we can do here? Commission an artifact. Maybe try and get some Valyria steel swords. I don't know where. Blackfyre and... Nice. King Rhaegar's battle axe. Oh god, it's going to make me remind myself of Robert on the trident, so if it can be a bit better of an axe, that would be an ideal. Viserys needs to get married off too. I'm not entirely sure who to. Probably a Valyrian house. Potentially, or he can solidify an alliance. Oh, okay, so Prince Lewin the White Sun, 56, has died. No. One of my wife Elia's relations. Oh, Sandor Clegane. That's cool, we could bring him on the King's Guard. So Aerys Oakheart at 18. Let's go with Sandor. So in this alternative timeline, Sandor has joined and has got away from Gregor the Mountain Who Rides, who's been married off too. Okay. So Sandor Clegane is going to join Rhaegar Targaryen's King Guard. Who would have thought? King's Guard. Who would have thought? So Balon Greyjoy has arrived in King's Landing from Pike and is going to come bend the knee from the Iron Islands. That's cool. Okay. Viserys is now married off. I didn't choose this, but he's married off to Alara Dane. So, it's not a bad betrothal. House Dane is a pretty noble house. Okay, so we're going to continue down diplomacy in our lifestyle. Yeah, so unfortunately, Elia might be past her child year, what's the word? Earning? No, yearing years? Oh, I can't remember the word. She's 35. Let's escape to Summerhall. And let's go around the ruins and try and find a dragon egg. We should be able to find one. Maybe. Right, we're just going to roleplay like we found one. So let's plan to hatch. And let's go with knowledge. Esoteric hatchling. No, let's go with knowledge and try and go for that. So let's try and do that. Let's do a dragon hatching in King's Landing. And we'll see if we get lucky. So we have one opal egg. And then try and get Rhaegar to hatch this egg. And bring dragon riding back. We are quite learned. Marwyn the Mage. I think we'll send for Marwyn the Mage. Mace Tyrell might be... not really keen on bringing dragons back. He might be a part of the good old Maester conspiracy. We're sort of going on a whim here. We'll see how we go. Sometimes you can get lucky. So we've got an option. Let's go with hot coals. And see if this works. Nope. Crack. Unfortunately, Rhaegar broke the egg. And there goes our chance. So maybe we try the next generation with his son, Aegon. Tyrion Lannister has come all the way over from the Westerlands. He's allowed his uncle Kevin to act as regent after his father's death. But so far, Rhaegar's reign has been quite peaceful. We've also got my mother, Rhaella the Dowager Queen. She's 47. Probably could get her married off for political stability, potentially. Oh wow, what? The Master of Whisperers has come to me with grave news. Gregor Clegane has been plotting to kill Sandor. Sandor's a part of the Kingsguard. Varys is like, the Mountain is trying to get rid of him. Even in this alternative timeline, Sandor cannot escape Rhaegar the Mountain. It's quite funny. Tyrion's married a Westerling. Robb is in the Riverlands. Jon Arryn is 74. That plot against him fizzled out into nothing. And Arlen, who is now 5, who looks more like Jon Arryn. Doesn't seem like the sickly boy. What was Robert Arryn? Sweet Robin in the books. I guess because he didn't marry Lysa. So, Lord Rickard is Warden of the North. Balon sits in the Iron Islands. He seems to be quite loyal. Mace sits down in the Reach. Willis has dyed his hair pink like a Tyroshi. Interesting. Aemond the Unworthy. Estamont. Okay. A faithful servant. Okay, so unfortunately Oswell, the White Bat of House Went, has passed away, and we need to appoint a new member to the Kingsguard. Celtigar. These are from royal houses. I like to have a mixture. Let's go with Barn Payne of House Payne. Oh, we have a new Lord Commander on the Night's Watch. Lord Buckblower. Jonathan Darry has passed away, unfortunately. Aegon is now 15, has been knighted. He should have Dragonstone soon. Caspar the Bull, Meldon. Whatever happened to Oakheart? David Mantolin, Sand Dornish. He looks quite good. He might not join though. From a random house. Nope. Caspar the Bull is going to be brought in instead. So we've got a new generation of Kingsguard serving Rhaegar, who has now been nicknamed the Wise at 38 years of age. Prince Aegon is now 15, married to Rhaenys. Now, surely should be called Visenya. I don't think the name is quite right. Robb has married a Frey. Somehow Lord Walder is now the regent of the Riverlands and is instructing Robb Stark half Tully. And Aegon has now officially come of age. 16, he is now the Prince of Dragonstone. Because this is, in this timeline, real Aegon, not Fagon. Okay, I'm going to appoint Aegon as my Master of Lord. Jon Arryn is Hand of the King. Prince Doran is our Master of Coin. Giving a mixture of expertise and low houses on the small council. Let's escape to Summerhall again to reduce stress, going to the Targaryen holiday home. I can't wait to see the events in Summerhall coming up in the latest Dunk and Egg series. A Wandering Hedge Knight. Okay, so just firing through Rhaegar's reign here. Oh no, outliving child. Oh wow, okay. Rhaenys has died. Oh, that's devastating. After giving birth to Rhaegar, so Aegon needs to be married off. Uh-oh, hopefully this doesn't cause a dance or anything. Can I rebuild the dragon pit or anything? Is there something in here? Like I can upgrade King's Landing. We're starting to get a little bit of a war chest going. Oh, okay, so Aegon will need to be married off. Interesting that he named his son Rhaegar, so he'll be Rhaegar the Second. We need to pick someone, so maybe a Tyrell. That would give them more influence, though. Maybe an Estamont. The seed is strong, though, with them, because they've got that little bit of Baratheon blood. It will bind the house. Marjorie's been married off. She would be good. Yeah, so Mace has had another daughter, Elis. Or should I marry to a Estamont? Because they are now the royal house. Probably wouldn't be a too bad idea. But then a Baratheon will be intermingling with us. So why is this bounced? Oh, okay. So they've taken it back, the Starks. Well, that's not going to happen. So we're going to make plans and preparations to go against them. Because we gave the north to the Karstarks. The Starks are not going to rule on their own. So Benjen has usurped the title while Ned's still alive. Alright, so we're going to go to war with the north and have a war here today and bring them back under our control because that was the deal we had. Okay, so it looks like Rob's going to come with us anyway. So we are going to go up there, usurp the title, bring back House Karstark rule. Okay, so we're going to leave from Dragonstone and go north, land in White Harbor. So we're going to start things off with a war. Let's move up. House Karstark rules the north now, not the Starks. Although Stannis is still alive, Renly and Robert are dead. House Baratheon is not the Lord Paramount of the Stormlands. It's gone to the Estemonts with their loose Baratheon blood. Look, you got to do some sort of loose legacy. Oh, speaking of legacy, Aegon the Conqueror, thinking of him. Oh, wait, and my wife too, 42. What's happening to these Targaryen spouses? Now I've got to get married off too. Uh-oh, the line is getting a little bit thin here. Okay, so we've got myself. I'm going to marry a Tyrell, I think. Oh, okay, so this could get very Dance of the Dragons like if we're not careful. Alright, we've landed in White Harbor, so let's go and siege them out. We are hemorrhaging cash. Crikey. We've gone so negative. Just getting the army up here. Yeah, right, okay. So, hopefully this war in the north isn't going to be too detrimental. Okay, so we're landed here now. Lannister with Tyrion, Tyrell with Mace, Rob coming in too, who is really under the control of the Freys, let's say. He married a Frey in this timeline. Walder is actually his regent. The Tully boy. Okay, so looks like Benjen has 12,000 Northerners here as we look to reinstall Karstark rule. Okay, so we've somehow baited that army that was going for Harrold. Let's just sacrifice that 6,000. Oh, and then 40,000 Arryns just come in and crush them. Nice, exactly what we want. Let's go back to Winterfell and try and take the capital and bring the north back under our control. Because we are still dealing with the consequences after Robert's rebellion. But still. There's still those that plotted against my father. Okay, so the Balarians are scheming? That's annoying. Okay. So, nice. So, Benjen has been taken. And we're going to be able to give the north back. So, we're going to deal with the Starks now, unfortunately. So, Benjen has been brought before us. We're going to send Benjen to the wall. If not, he's going to get... Okay, I'm sick of dealing with Starks. So, let's go back to... Wait, so Rickard's died. Oh, okay. So, let's give it back to his son, Harrold Karstark. He'll be Lord of... Yeah, he died in the wars, Rickard. He's 52. So, Harrold Karstark is now the Lord of Winterfell, and we've reinstalled the Karstarks. So, we've still got to deal with Ned, and then his son, Rob. So, Rickard, which is Benjen's son. So, hey, look. Join the Black Ned. No, he's going to refuse. He would rather be taken out. Well, I quote from Ned. The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword. So let's get rid of him. Rickard, who is 11, son of Benjen, will not accept joining the Night's Watch. So Rhaegar will deal with him. Once again, getting rid of Starks at King's Landing. Benjen will not join the Night's Watch. Will be dealt with the Blackfyre champion of House Targaryen. So we've got a Manderley here and a Roseheart and a couple of others. So we'll look to get rid of them. Why can't I disband my army? We're hemorrhaging cash. So what does Rob think of me? 26. He's been given the Valyrian Steel Ice, and he has a son, Varan. So Rob half Tully. So this kid has like Tully. He's half Frey and like 1/3 Tully. So he's not even that north really. Oh wait, the Lannisters are going against him? Oh, okay. Should I support the Tully claimant, or maybe I should give it to the Lannisters? Doesn't really bother me. Maybe giving rise to another house. Yeah, I can't seem to grant them a title. I should be able to say, hey, stop this war or join, because you're a part of the Seven Kingdoms after all. Weird, but whatever, I suppose. Okay. Oh, the 6th Blackfyre Rebellion. Look at this. King Aegon, now 18. Alright, so in this alternative timeline, this is going to be the son of King Maelys, the monstrous. Oh, okay, so this is like the Fagon thing. So, a new Targaryen has landed. Uh-oh. Let's rally the troops and deal with them. Okay, so we've got another Blackfyre Rebellion. How smart. Why? Oh, because of Elia dying. It's not like we had something to do with that. Well, at least Mace is going to stand with us. House Estamont too. We've kind of annihilated House Stark, though. And maybe a couple of the others. Oh, okay, so let's rally up at King's Landing. And once again, deal with them. So the High Towers are supporting the Blackfyres too. They have 64,000. A couple of the Riverlands. Nothing too great. The Brackens. Yeah, but of course the Brackens are going to support the Blackfyres, eh? Alright, so King Rhaegar is still dealing with the consequences of his and his father's reign. Still hasn't been overly too peaceful in Westeros. Balon can be our master of ships. Somehow John Arryn is still alive. I don't even know how. Still want to request a loan from the Iron Bank because we only just got our financial situation back on track, so we're gonna have to take out another loan, which is annoying. Maybe 1,000 to deal with this Blackfyre host. But once again, the Targaryens are full on in a civil war. Okay, so House Estamont has arrived just outside King's Landing, which is perfect. Okay, let's push further south. Tyrion's coming out to help. Or we better off just to let... we better off going through the Dornish marshes. Oh, maybe we're better off... I'm a little bit opposed to just going straight down into Dorne. Maybe we are better off to push down into the Reach and deal with them. Okay. Nice. Fighting high tower forces here. Okay, so we've got our own sort of field of fire going on. The 6th Blackfyre Rebellion. I love that it's been numbered because there's been so many of them that have now happened. Alright, let's move to Darkhold, who are usually Targaryen loyalists, this time around Blackfyre. Let's send half of the army to the Citadel to occupy Hightower, the Citadel, and House Hightower's forces. House Arryn's here too. Tyrion has forces, which is nice. Unfortunately, he's escaped. Wait, what? Oh, did we capture him? The Brackens, I think the Dornish joined because Elia died. Oh, well, okay. The Warden of the East position is available. Oh, that's because he's incapable. All right. That was quick, and everyone's gonna spill fealty. Well, I guess we got to deal with the Dornish, don't we? Oh, Doran. And then we've got to deal with the High Towers too. Interesting. Oh, Alan. Oh, wow. He is now the lead. Is Harris still in the north? Harren, who's 27 now. Yeah, alright, okay. Because House Karstark rules the north. And House Tully of Riverrun will Stark. Oh, wait, Rob died too. How? Oh, wow, he died in the war. Okay, so Aegon's been remarried. And then I've been remarried too. For some reason, all the Targaryen spouses just kept on dying. We need a new hand of the king because Jon Arryn is infirm. Do I go with Alan or do I... Oh, actually, you know what? I might actually name my son and heir Aegon. And he has a son, Rhaegar. Okay, still being quite a learned and diplomatic individual. We can start a legend too. And then we've got to deal with the traitors who sided with Maelys, his son. Interesting. But yeah, House Stark, Baratheon are no more. Oh my god, we've got so many of them to deal with. I suppose like the Manderleys. Wait, why did the Manderleys support them? So weird. Alright, let's go through the major houses. So House Osgrey, I'm not too concerned about. Rosby, Bracken, Sunderland. Yeah, a lot of what would be Targaryens. But wait, Theodore Tyrell, Leo Tyrell. Are they like a rival cadet branch? That's interesting. Okay, so let's banish the Osgreys to the wall. We'll be merciful where we can. Doran Martell, my brother-in-law, you will go to the wall. I could strip House Martell from it. So we'll allow Princess Ariane to inherit. Yeah, I always say join the Black, join the Night's Watch. They always need more recruits. Unfortunately, the Starks all refuse, which is surprising. Jonthus of House Bracken looks like he's going to refuse too. House Sunderland. I suppose they want to be free and independent, don't they? They probably should be. Kind of like the Iron Islands, maybe. They're in a weird spot. Like in the original book series, Bear Island was like meant to be west of the north. The Leo and Theodore Tyrell, and then I guess we just banish the rest. There's some other ones that have been here for quite some time, which is like way longer than what the rebellion was there for. So we'll look to banish a bunch of these guys. Members of House Peak, Theodore, Tyrell, and the Night's Watch now has a huge bunch of fresh recruits. But we are going to have to be a little bit careful, because we've now just put a absolute ton of those that rebelled in the first rebellion. We even sent the Blackfyre up there too. I feel like we've been a little bit merciless in those other times, so maybe we should just keep on banishing. And then if they won't accept, we'll just release those. Like, these are small minor lords. Like Rognar, who the fuck is Rognar Pike? Like, just some rando. Let's try and get rid of him. Wyman Manderley. Sorry, Wyler. Why was she? Oh, maybe in that Northern War? Yeah, because we dealt with the Stark Rebellion in the last episode. Because what happened is, we stripped the North from the Starks. We let them live to be minor lords of Winterfell, but they had to swear fealty to the Karstarks. They refused. Ned didn't take it up, but Benjen, a lot of the lords actually sided with him. We're like, no, that's not happening. So we put the Karstarks back in charge, which they're there. But it's interesting to see that Rob's son, who's, well, Rob's half Tullian himself, he married a Frey. So, like, the Lord of the Riverlands is under the control of, like, a Frey proxy, really. So he's got, what, half Frey blood, 1/3 Tully, only 1/4 Stark. And then the small council, we've put a Dustin on. A lot of the other major lords in Westeros haven't come of age just yet. Gerald the White Bull of House Hightower is no more. Arthur Dane, Sandor Clegane, Sir Barristan. I think we give Sir Arthur Dane. And then can we bring in David Mantolin, the Sand Dornish with 41 prowess. Absolute Chad. Why not? I don't mind pardoning all these people too. Trying to be just with Rhaegar. My brother Viserys is married to a Dane, Alara, so I don't mind putting Sir Arthur there. And I guess Sir Barristan can hold after too. In this alternative timeline, Jon Snow and Lyanna died at the Tower of Joy, and Ned Stark never rocked up and killed Sir Arthur Dayne. I'm still betrothed too, to Mace Tyrell's youngest daughter. So that should go through soon. So the future Targaryens will have Estamont blood. Depending if Rhaegar has any more children, we'll see. But yeah, the line of House Targaryen is a little bit flimsy here at the moment. So Arianna's married to a Manyweather, I think. Mace sits in the Reach. Estamont sit in the Stormlands. Tyrion sits in the Stormlands. Veron and the old man of the moon is 84. Far out. And then we've got the Karstarks in the north ruling. Who sits on the watch still? Buckler. Alright, let's continue to increase Targaryen crown authority. Anything else we can do here decisions wise? No, we weren't successful in hatching a dragon egg, so maybe we try and do that again, potentially, at some point in the future. I don't think there's anything else we can put up here. The court is now currently sitting at a 9, and we're just going to continue with Rhaegar's reign, I suppose. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 4. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see episode 5. We might move on to something else. I'm tempted to play as Robb Stark. I haven't decided just yet, but let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions. But I feel like we've done a lot with Rhaegar's reign. Should we keep going until we get to Aegon's reign? Let me know. But I feel like we're in a stable point now. In Westeros. Doran betrayed us. Arianne now sits there. I think we keep the Martells in Dorne. I think it would be harder to eradicate them fully. Also, the thing is, Aegon's half Martell, so that might be a little bit conflicting. I'm still happy with the Estamont sitting in the Stormlands because Bobby B hated me. And then House Aaron can sit there. Looks like John Aaron's son is nothing like Sweet Robin, so that's fine. I wouldn't be surprised if the Stark-Tully line dies in the Riverlands. Already it's gone in the north, with the Karstarks ruling. Tyrion seems to be doing well in the Westerlands, and Balon seems to be a very limp sort of squid in the Iron Islands. But unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones Robert's Rebellion scenario, playing as Rhaegar of House Targaryen. The Mad King is no more, and although Rhaegar's reign's been a little bit bloody compared to his forebear, I think we're bringing some relative stability and peace to Westeros. So stay tuned for more Crusader Kings 3 on the channel, the Game of Thrones mod. I am tempted to play Lord of the Rings and maybe Warhammer, maybe some other mods too. We haven't even played a vanilla campaign in quite some time, so that's on the list, along with other Game of Thrones content too. I want to do more of that where I can here and there. So yeah, support Crusader Kings 3, Crusader Kings, and Game of Thrones content on the channel, and we'll do more. Alright, if you want to see Total War, check out Simpzy Total Warfare. If you want to see more Hearts of Iron 4 2, I'm playing that on Simpzy Hoi 4. I've got a bunch of channels, I've got a bunch of content. If you search my name and then search a game, I've probably done a video on it. Alright guys, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.